This is making sense of interior design and spaces we get to live in, we get to work in. Welcome.
Unaona kaa saa hii nashindaga nikisikia watu wakisema hakuna kazi. Yes, there is no work because not everybody is creative, not everybody is can self-employ themselves.
For sure.
They want to start from somewhere.
For sure.
So maybe I started, I think when I was doing my exams, because niliambiwa lazima uende shule, hakuna mtoto wangu hajasoma. Yeah?
For sure.
So I did like 5 high schools, expulsion and all that. My final exam, I just wrote my name and index number and slept. That was KCSE.
Gangster.
Because I already knew what I'm coming to do. Immediately I finished class 8, I told my parents, mimi nataka kufanya art. Because I was already participating in art hiyo time. Naambiwa sasa wewe art itakupeleka wapi? I didn't know I will come to do walls, but I knew that is what.
Oh, that is amazing.
That is what I wanted to do. Yeah. But you see, that is what I'm doing now because I believed in my dream of being an artist and doing what I loved doing.
Yeah.
So desperation saa hii inafanya watu hawezi hata chase zile vitu they are good at, skills nini. Because mimi leo hata ukanitoa kwa art nikiingia jikoni mimi upika. Yeah?
Nice.
Because I want to cook the food, I go off recipes because I want to create art also on the plate, Kwa nini nisiweke hii spice? When naambiwa I want to discover it myself so that I know it is bad yangu inasikiaje nini. Yeah. And I apply the same principle in everything that I do.
That is very deep because again, I usually wonder where to believe your child. If your child tells you at class 8, and your own child, class 8, for kwenda high school nakwambia mimi nataka kufanya tu art. How would you take it for first of all, even for now?
So acha nikwambie, I have a daughter, she's 5.
Yeah.
She's homeschooling.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah? Anawezi kanyaga shule. Yeah?
Blessed.
But it is because I believe in a different kind of system.
Yeah.
Of nurturing the strengths in every human being.
For sure. Yeah.
Me, I see her strengths. Right now I know her strengths. And that is what I will go with. Yeah?
That is big. That is very big.
So I believe because of what I went through in school, na nikaona ni kila mtu enda hivi. Sasa mimi na chemistry ama sijui mlikuwa mnanipeleka, mimi sikuwa nataka kuwa daktari, sikuwa nataka kuwa watu wa lab nini. I wanted to be an artist.
For sure.
You see, if they nurtured my art when I was growing, yeah, I would have done maybe different things in discovering more on my strengths then. But I had to discover them the hard way. So yeah, na pressure. Sasa yuko tu sawa. She's 5, she's already baking. She knows how to do the measurements of the flour, sugars, everything. Things that I don't know how to do because I don't bake. Yeah?
But when you say that, actually, now comes the point of, yes, this chemistry. But don't you think you're doing chemistry right now as you're coming up, developing your pastes, developing your...
Hakuna formula yote nililearn shule, nimetumia hapo. The only thing imenisaidia shule ni hesabu. Lazima ni hesabu pesa.
Maths, yeah.
Kwanza. Nilifanya quotation. nijue kufanya quotation na nijue vipimo. I need this amount of this chemical because things are easy. Mimi sijui kwa nini nijisumbue, mtoto wangu asumbuke kufanya hesabu ya nini sana, as long as anajua hizi ni 1 2 3 4 5 simple nini, the rest ni calculator. Wewe unachukua kalamu na karatasi uanze kufanya 25 meters by 32 to get the square meters.
No.
Unaingia wapi?
Calculator.
Alafu but that is me
for sure.
I'm not saying watu wengine wasisome nini. Everybody has their own belief, everybody has
Yes,
and me, my main aim is to make sure my child is self-sufficient in every aspect. Like they can do whatever skill they want to learn. I want them to learn it to the best,
for sure,
so that they can be self-sufficient. They know how to run a business. Right now she tells you, if we bake these cinnamon rolls, we can sell them. So you see, I already know, she's already understanding that you need to have money to buy what you like, and I need to make money to buy what I like. But she also knows that I'll call Papa if I need something and he'll send money, but Papa works so that he gets money. So those are the things I appreciate that she's learning, so that she also understands how life works at an early age. So when she's learning, anajua in this world everything ni do. No matter how much utasema sijui nini, hakuna kitu unaweza fanya bila do.
Actually, I came to make sense of that, and I'm like, that's why you need to make good business. That's why we need to have everybody know how to understand that value system. For you, there's something I need to offer for it to be bought, and with that I need to make, business is there for profit, first and foremost. So at times when you hear a client anasema kitu, and then you're like, when you do the math, to not be making business sense. The part of kila kitu inaisha. This is not why business is done.
Mimi naambiwaga ulikuwa umeenda kusaidia na project na bado pia ukaweka pesa yako kwa hiyo project, lakini unfortunately hiyo project si yako, so you'll never benefit from it because you did your math wrong.
For sure.
Na kazi kama utengenezi faida, wachana nayo, enda utafute kitu kingine ya kufanya.
No, kila mtu ana uzungusha line hiyo part kwa zile za enyewe siwezi lipa 500 for a job. Siwezi enyewe hapa hivi ukiona ambio it is times 5 of that, you're like, because kila kitu lazima ifanywe na bado mse lazima ende home na kama jilipa na bado ni home na profit juu ya kufanya kazi yenyewe anafanya. So please make sense of that, and that's why I wish also for people all the best in whatever they're doing, for them to get the capacity to get the money, the value for whatever they get to do, for them to be able to come and pay now also the other people who they need their services. Unajua bila shida, because pia mtu anachukua yodo anaenda nyumbani ananunua maziwa, the next person behind them who's also doing the amechimba shimo, ametoa takataka, some other works that you don't want to be doing but other people are doing them, but again they still need to be facilitated to do whatever else they're doing. Our physical spaces dictate our mental state. Why does a room with a textured marmorino or stucco finish feel different than a flat white wall? What is doing to our sense of the space?
So samani kiingia kwa room, plain paint, right? There's nothing else to look at. It's just a blank wall. But depending on, I'll give an example with maybe a stencil design. There are those who, there's a house I did, them they're Christian. They wanted my textured design with a cross, yeah, and a verse. So when they get in, there's that one thing they're looking at, and it gives them peace from a very long day. There's the Indian designs I do. I've done it's called the Ganesh. It's Indian spiritual. They come into their space and they have something to look at, you know. There's an art piece which gives you calmness, peace, and everything. Like you come and see it and say, oh, yeah, I love that piece. And it makes the space feel cozy. It makes the space feels nice. Yeah. Mbona wewe ukitokanga hapa uende kwa hoteli 5 star, why do you enjoy the space? Mara mingi they are very calm, simple, nice, haina mambo mob. But ukienda sasa umkwako unataka kuwe, the worst is being a hoarder. Like you have too much going on in your space that it feels so confused. Hauna hiyo calmness, you know. So there are those people who prefer a whole wall, but there are those who will just get nice art pieces put on their walls. It gives the space, it gives the space and feel there's something to look at. Yeah.
And what is and actually with exposure, which is the place that you've gone and seen and be like, damn, I have never tried, I have never done this, and this is so much more amazing than even what I do. Oh, because you bring, because again,
everything,
we know you bringing so much, being a master of whatever work that you do, and you accept there's some things that you try and look for out there, and you're like, oh my gosh, it seems I'm a carrier of this, and what I'm looking for, other people are not really hitting it the way I'm hitting it.
The things the space that I've gone to and seen things that I feel, wow, it's my imaginary space where I imagine things. Yeah, this can be like this. Even when I see other people's, because sometimes unaweza ona mtu amefanya design we're in the same line of business and industry. There are these Lamu artisans, very good. They do those two designs, but then they use concrete, yeah, and they inspire me to do a same concept, but in my style. Yeah.
So you can say they inspire you.
Yeah. I have so many spaces, Italian spaces, that inspire me. Yeah. Here in Kenya, there are so many places that you visit. You visit the villages, and it gives you, unaona, wow, ile wall. It's a natural texture because of withering and all that. It inspires me. Nikienda mali kama Lamu, unapata kama hizo nyumba zimejengwa, they have that lime, imepigwa na maji, so you have the bricks. That is exactly the same thing that sometimes we imitate. But for you to get that design, you have to wait for over 30-40 years for it to appear naturally. Yeah.
For sure.
So I try and recreate whatever is there and add a little bit more character to it. Yeah.
Oh, you're adding character.
Yeah. When you go to Old Town, you'll find buildings that were done kitambo. Hizo Fort Jesus nini. You want to achieve some of those designs, you know.
Yeah.
Unapita kwa nchi yetu ni supu. When I come from the coast, when I get to hapo Ukambani, there are some mlima rocks zinakani kama ziliplesiwa because hazijashikana, but when I see that flow and the concept, like the way it is, gives me ideas. Not that I want to copy the wall, but I get some character of texture, lines and all that. So everything is inspiration. Yeah.
For sure. Even now seeing like usually have one in your mind, you have one big canvas and you have many ideas of different things, and then you see something out there like, hey, this one can look good here. You do something here like, maybe I won't do it like that. I'll just change a little bit here and use it here, and then but then I saw another one somewhere else. You can't bring it back to your canvas. You put it on there, you're like, But even going back to what you're saying, it's like one of the best pieces that you've seen is in your mind, and you're trying to achieve them now in the physical.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest things I get to appreciate is drawing and just doing things with your hands, and now you see them, and it was not there before. If you are trying to explain it to somebody to do it, hata ingetokea when you miss them.
Another thing I think most people don't understand, ni kama mtu aniambie, can you draw the wall, nione venye itatokea. You see, mi sichori vitu na software. Unaamkaga leo una feel nikipeleka hii kitu hivi, it will give it a nice flow and nini, because an artist ukimwambia nichore, I'm not drawing a portrait of you, I'm trying to create a piece of art. That is why saa ingine ni ngumu sana kufanyia watu ambao they don't really understand art to do for them a wall piece, because them they imagine even do it nini, but this is the style I do. You called me because you loved the style I do, but you still don't trust my style, so you want me to do my style in your way. It becomes very hard, but we can agree on something, work on something together, then let me do it. Because ukianza kuniambia hata sijafika katikati, no, I want it to, those are the worst nini, and that is why I do it. Sometimes nafanya venye alisema, naambia, do you like your wall? Naambia, I'm not sure. Naambia, it looks ugly. So can you let me do the one way? And they come later and say, now I understand. Because it is layering and it is nini. Now you want to see the wall in my first layer, it's not possible.
For sure.
Yeah.
You need to trust the process.
Yeah.
Trust the artist too. Because again, actually the artist is in the process.
Yeah.
Please.
You see, my boys, I've worked with them for a very long time. But at the end of the day, I am the artist. So they can do some stuff, but I have to compose the piece that they're supposed to do.
Oh, you have to be the vision bearer.
Yeah. But there are those that they're used to. Hata nikimwambia huyu anataka hii exact wall, then they know, okay, tunafanyaga hivi, they will do. But you see, I love walls that I've not done before. Like every wall to have its own character, because you're not trying to copy paste. Yeah. Si kuprint, tuna print wall ati unachukua hiyo na feed.
Actually, to clients, you're not a printer, you're an artist.
Yeah.
And again, even with a canvas, I'm imagining just having many framed canvases. I don't think you'd want to paint this one the same as this one, paint this one the same as this one, and this one, paint this one the same as this one, this one. You're not in mass production, you're art production. For sure. Hey, you worked on significant projects across Nairobi, from high-end homes in Karen to commercial spaces. Does the architecture of a building usually tell you what it needs, or do you have to negotiate with the light and the height of the room first?
kila space huku ni different. Every house is different, every house, unless zimejengwa ni nyumba zimefuatana, villas, same villas, but they also have their own different characters and different inspirations, because the people living in them are not the same. Unaweza kuwa unapenda Caribbean feel, huyu anapenda an African theme, huyu anapenda Moroccan feel.
This is one is an Indian, so definitely
Indian feel. Mimi ni Mwafrika sugu, nataka vitu za Kiafrika.
Yes sir.
Yeah?
Yes sir.
So zote ziko na nini tu. You have to understand your client. Unaongea naye, what do they like? What do they want to feel when they come to the space? Understand where they're coming from. Si ati yakwambia hii ndio nimependa. Asubuhi unakam. Try to also enlighten them on why this particular project, they did this for their space. Yeah?
Sure. You also spend a lot of time training the next generation of craftsmen. What is the one thing you tell them that is impossible to learn from a textbook?
Textbook. Me hata tuambia get learn from a textbook. It always learn from a textbook. School of Hard Knocks. Lazima ujitume tu, and learn whatever you want to do. Learn it to your best of understanding. Like, try to be the best, in whatever you do. Like, try and be the number one. Ile number one mlikuwa mnaambiwa na wazazi ya shule. Kwa nini? Wachana na hiyo. Hii sasa ni life.
Sasa ni job.
Ni life.
And are you actually earning money from it?
Hapa ndio una nini. So try and be the best that there can be. Even when other guys come, try and evolve with time. Nini? In your, not that you change jobs. In whatever you do, try and evolve it.
Actually, when you come desiderata is there's a part where they say just hold on to that thing. In even in trying times, it's still what will get you through whatever you're doing. So this is a quick fire round. So 5 questions. First thing that comes to mind: gloss or matte?
Matte.
One tool you take to a desert island: a brush or a trowel?
A trowel.
The best color to make a small room feel expensive?
Ulikuwa unanipatia choices ama unataka mimi nikwambie?
Hapana, unaniambia.
Beige.
Oh, you've been wondering. One texture that will never go out of style?
Withered or rustic.
Awesome. The most underrated part of a room that people forget to design?
Underrated. Sasa sisi nyumba yetu unaona kila kitu ukiwa ndani, jikoni nini, but the toilet.
Oh. What have you done for your toilet?
There's something I'm doing. Okay. See hapa.
Okay.
But I love toilets and bathrooms, so I want to design them like proper, nicely. No tiles. The tiles is just what everybody else does.
Oh, micro cement?
No, me I do. See, I've done nini. If you look at my page, I have bathrooms I've done with my stencils, designs, nini.
For sure.
Now I want to incorporate different things.
There's still more in your mental canvas.
Saina pika, my friend. Hey.
Bless you.
Na pika mbaya sana.
I know that's the gift of life, and I want people to make sense of their life and reality. Kujua bado vitu mtu anapika, as in the road is, they say life is short, but again it's still very long for me, and it's a blessing for you to have known you wanted to do art from class 8.
Si class 8. Mimi kutoka nikuwa mdogo. Mimi nilichora father nikiwa class 6. Nilichora portrait yake and it was exactly him, like you didn't need to be told. Huu ni mzee Mwakazi. Ulikuwa unaangalia unasema yenyewe ni mzee Mwakazi.
Class 6. In my previous podcast I've interviewed Nduta Karaoke and she was saying from class 3 she knew she wanted to be an artist. She didn't know what she'd be doing, but she just knew she will be an artist for her life. And such kind of things are very trippy for me because I usually wonder how when do you ever get to trust children to know what they know, and they know what they know, and it is just for you now to help them. Because on the other side of it things is I also believe we have the capacity, we have either we've been created by God and we have the capability to know a lot. We have the capability to ideally that to know a lot. So I really hope for people to embrace that more, and in whatever they get to apply it to.
Nikwambia kitu moja.
Wanaiweka kuiweka.
Kids are very intelligent, but most of the time I feel like we've forgotten that there's a saying ya kizungu, sijui kama kizungu yangu itakuwa imeweka, if you want to do something well, do it yourself, right? But we've trusted our kids with schools and teachers so much. Yeah, we just believe that process and we don't come and spend time with them. And utapata kids are very intelligent and they shika things very quickly. That is where utapeleka mtoi shule unapata ameshika zile vitu anafundishwa. So zile vitu anafundishwa with the teachers, maybe it's the good things that they're taught, but all kids have a character. So unapata kuna mwingine anabeba character hii, mwingine anabeba character hii, mwingine anabeba character hii, and you're not there to correct them. But if you spend time with them, you're able to correct them and see. So you don't give sometimes you are quick to cancel your child before you even listen to them, understand where they're coming from. Yeah?
For sure.
I mean, nasema kama example yangu.
Unatupia story yako na hata si story ya jabu niko acha nikwambie kile nimepitia. Nimeona. Hivi ndio iko. Because when my parents stopped listening to me, I became very rebellious. Nilikuwa kichwa ngumu mbaya sana. Yes, it is true.
I started drinking in Form 2. Bangi nilianza Form 1. Mafegi nilianza hiyo tu time. So mimi niko shule na hizo vitu zote nimea. Not knowing, mimi it's out of rebellion nini. But unaona kuja mahali sasa umemaliza shule, unaanza life, then you realize okay, si nilikuwa nataka kuwa artist, so acha nianze kufukuzana na hii. But before hiyo nilipitia vitu mingi, nilikuwa makanga, nimefanya vitu mama biashara za movie, I sold a lot of movies.
Nice.
But trying to discover again who I am, how am I going to get there?
But when you look back, can you see all the skills in kwa makanga? Because again, vitu zingine nakanga tu. And then you're like, nah, bruh, let a person do whatever they're doing. Kuna Kenya mtu anachukulia, kuna lesson utachukulia hapo, kwenye utaweza kupia hata place ingine.
Na si ati kwa makanga ni mbaya. Ni fiti because out of that ndio I was very shy and nini. But you see, out of doing that, ilinipatia hiyo character ya kuweza ku-socialize na watu and being nini.
For sure.
But pia unafaa kuangalia with this job, the next 20 years, where will I be? If unaona itakufikisha mahali itakufikisha, then kaa hapo.
For sure.
Juu hakuna kazi mbaya. Kazi mbaya tu maybe ni uizi.
For sure. Hata utaki kuwa hapo.
Juu hapo sasa unaiba, unashindaga ukigeuka unashindwa utaendaje. But you can do everything well. Do it proper.
Yes. From us, from Mjomba, from Uncle. Uncle. Thank you for helping us make sense of the surfaces we live in. Your work reminds us that every wall can tell a story if it has enough depth. You can find Alan's work. Do you go by Alan?
No.
You go by Mjomba.
Hata jina nilikuwa nashinda mbona nilipatiwa juu.
Wewe acha tu demystify ile mtu next time akazile za Alan pana msikia.
Hata siitikangi mara mingi. Mimi hutumia Mjomba. Juu hatukuulizwa wenye tunataka kuitwa. Juu mimi ningeulizwa ningetumia tu hizo majina mbili, Mjomba Mwakazi. Mine and my father's nini.
For sure.
Sasa
man.
Ni jina baya.
For sure.
It's just my preference.
Yes, sir.
Me, I don't feel it.
No, truly, because again, I think just as we tumekujua first and foremost, and then through your roots, basically. I think Joko kitu Alan for in your life.
Juu mimi ningependa kuangaliwa kama the son from the African land in Kenya.
Yeah.
Ama hivyo vingine venye utaiweka.
Yeah.
Mbona sikuitwa jina za Kikenya peke yake, jina za Kiafrika peke yake, jina za Kiswahili peke yake? Inaniumaga sana because we have beautiful names.
Amazing. Amazing because what? Because this side I have 2 English names. I have 2 English names, yes, and now Michael Dale. Now for this one, I feel I'm going with Angel Michael. It's as English as it can come. And then uongeze hata from our African culture and say religions. From Africa, or traditions, is now I'm going even with Angel Michael. But again, now at least I hold on to that because it's a symbol of, just higher sense.
Angel Michael wa Kiswahili anaitwa nani?
I never thought about it baby.
Ndo tafute uangalie utuambie.
Wala.
Juu Angel ni malaika.
Ni malaika kweli.
Michael kwa Kiswahili
tunasema kusema Mikael, lakini hapana, nitaitafuta. Acha tusigesa. So it's been amazing making sense of interior design and spaces with the great Mr. Mjomba. So please, you can find him online. You can see his great works on Instagram. Where else can we find you?
Mtatu. Kwa traffic hizi ni kosa. Okay, gari branded hapo Mjomba ni mimi napita.
For sure. Nice clean white car with black print. Mjomba. African print actually.
African. My print is actually the shield, the Kenyan shield.
For sure.
But with a tribal design.
Yes, sir.
Because I love Kenya sana. And clients wengi by the way wamenipata kwa nini? Kwa barabara. Kwa van. Yeah, because wanaona Instagram alafu wanasema yo Mjomba. Simama hapo mbele, unasimama alafu nakwambia, now that I've seen you, I've remembered my wall. So mnakuwa gani? Yeah.
So you can feel the impact of branding.
It's just
putting your name out there and somebody
it's just the wow. Mjomba. That's it. Nothing much. No telephone number, no nothing. I just love the design. I love the print.
For sure.
And my Mjomba name. That's all that is there. But those who know me and they see that, they know that is the artist. So ndio kale ka artist. Kale kama tufanyaga tu walls. Ndio kale pale. Bwana imuongeleshe. So sometimes mtu anakusalimia ni aje Mjomba, unashindwa kai. Sasa nilimmeet wapi? Ama ni nani? I know you don't know me. I follow you on Instagram. Nasema if you jua kuna kitu mbaya kama mtu anakusalimia na psych. Mambo mjomba. Alafu
oh yeah, so you can say from a place of your standing is that's what you never get to see. Ama hata kama wewe si mtu unajulikana alafu kujulikana kwa zile za kuna time utakuwa unafika place kama hiyo unasalimiwa na msina psych kwa zile za wewe unakanikana afako namjua but nilimjulia wapi
ama tulikuwa wapi ama ni nini. Mimi hukutana na watu wengi sana juu okay I have followers that I don't know
most definitely
yeah, na mtapatana na kusalimia unashindwa sasa huni nani na utaki kuonesha ni kama ni madharau wewe unajifanya umenisahau
oh yeah
unajua lakini ni so na kuangaveri nini mtu akinisalimia mambo ambapo nikumbusha tulipatana wapi hatujaipatana mimi kufollow Instagram so the conversation inakuwa rahisi na pia wezi mtu anakusalimia unamwangalia zile za wewe ni nani
oh for sure but then and how do you keep that part of just being human na kukumbuka hizo parts ni rahisi pia kupita hiyo point na kuzeleza watu wamekuwa wengi na uko frustrated umechoka you still in your hustle you still in your life you still dealing with all you're dealing with how do you ever keep unajikumbushanga like I'm still a public figure I still have many followers.
I don't consider public figure or many followers because mimi uliza watu if you're Christian you know about Jesus, if you're Muslim you know about Muhammad. They are not people they didn't pick who they want onge nao lakini mtu akimapproach kwa anamfukuza. So if we follow examples from if you read the Bible and maybe go to a mosque, you meet so many other people that you never knew.
For sure. For sure.
Na uwezi jua huyu maybe sahi hata ukimwangalia na hao. But nani alisema hata jenga? Nani alisema hata kuwa client wako next year or 5 years to come?
For sure. For sure. Hey man.
So lazima maintain. For me everybody is the same. We're all human. Si ni wapita njia sisi wote so hakuna ule mo special juu kuliko mwingine.
Blessed. Hey, I'm here making sense of life and reality with the great Mjomba. And thank you for amazing, humble, wise words to close today's podcast.
Asante.
Thank you so much. This is Making Sense of Interior Design and Spaces. We get to live in, we get to work in.